Hi everybody, this is C-Guy shouting in from the Bronx. It is Friday, May 18th, 5 minutes after 3 p.m. on the East Coast. And I'm chilling, not really doing too much of anything. Trying to get to work. Can't really, well, no, can't. You know what it is? I'm just being kind of lax. Today is Friday, but I realize that there are plenty of things that I need to be doing. So just gonna get to work sooner or later. But anyway, I came across this video and I felt, in all honesty, that I really needed to speak on it. And the reason why is because, now mind you, this video, for all my white brothers and sisters out there, hello white people, how are you? It's good to see you. Wonderful. For all my white brothers and sisters out there, do understand something. Many of you do not understand the whole African American struggle, and I respect that. You're not black. It is what it is. But for brothers and sisters out there, or African Americans, all over the world, mind you, I want you to look at the video that this is in response to. Up there. No, up there. Watch the video. This distinguished African American doctor from UCLA was blatantly discriminated against in such a horrible, facetious, vicious, spiritually disregarding way that I'm starting to think that we're back in the damn 60s. In all honesty. And I know a lot of white folks are really quick to say, look, we have voted a black president in the White House. What the hell are you talking about? And my retort to that is, sit your ass down. Did you see the video? Did you see it? You saw it, right? Have a seat. Have several seats. In fact, have 1,000. Exactly. This shit is still going on. But you know what? I don't blame all white brothers and sisters. I don't blame them at all. Ironically enough, I don't. Black people, I blame us. Here's the reason why. Now, listen. Calm down. Before you get yourself in a tizzy, hear me out. The reason why is this. With celebrities such as, now mind you, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. I'm not knocking nobody's image, but it is buffoonery. With celebrities like Nicki Minaj and all this tomfoolery going on television and public media, online, of black folks just showing their ass, of black people basically being completely, absolutely disrespectful to who they are, authentically. What would you expect? But even with that, okay, mind, they're fools and idiots in every race, of course. I think one of the real reasons why this is going on, in all honesty, is because we as black people have become very relaxed, very comfortable, very, what's the word? One word I wanted to use, but very, very comfortable with our new status in the last 30 to 45 years in this society and in this world society. Oh no, baby, the struggle is not over. It'll never be over. You want to know the reason why? Human beings are made to do one thing and one thing only. We're created to spot differences. It's one way to survive. And living in a world where there's so many different races, different dialects of speech, different languages, different, just difference. There's so many beautiful differences in this world. There are going to be millions upon millions upon millions of people that are going to see those differences as something negative. There are millions of you out there. There are millions of you right now that are looking at my face that have nothing but disdain, hate for me. Not because you know me, not because you've ever seen me in person, but specifically because I represent an idea that you have inside your noggin. I represent an idea that you find absolutely disgusting. And you don't even know me. And there are millions of you. Of course it does. Gay black man in front of YouTube camera. How disgusting can that be? So, I say all that to say, this UCLA African American doctor, basically what happened, if you haven't saw the video, I believe what he said in the video, there was this roast concerning residents. Now, if you don't know what a resident is in a hospital, residents basically, whenever you are a medical student and you're actually participating in a residency. Residency basically is when you are getting on the job training. You're being trained. Residencies can last for years, but basically you're getting on the job training in your chosen field. And at this roast, these residents basically they depicted him in a series of slides, and from the video, from what I understood, each slide got even more worse than the next. To the final racial coup de grace was this man with his face superimposed over a gorilla's body, and his boss's face was superimposed over a nude white man's body, and his boss basically fucking him in the ass, and he was smiling as if he was enjoying it. The proper term is called sodomizing. I just want to be blunt. Now, for all of you straight men out there, if something like that would have happened to you in an auditorium of maybe 150 to 200 people, you would be mortified, would you not? Imagine for all straight men, white, black, Korean, Japanese, Hispanic, I want to put you in his shoes. Imagine you there being in the auditorium. You've held a very high position in your medical community. It's a fun time. It's very fun. A lot of residents, which are, some of them are your proteges, they're sitting there in the auditorium. It's supposed to be fun. And you see these slides come across a huge screen about you. And each one gets more and more demeaning than the next. And then finally, you see a video, or you see a slide that has your face on a gorilla's body on all fours. And your boss's face is superimposed over a nude man's body. And that nude man is fucking you in the ass. My question to you is this: how would you react? How would you feel? Would you laugh it off? Is that appropriate to show in front of residents? To show in front of younger doctors, younger individuals that are looking up to you, that you're going to be working with? Is that a way to garner respect and dignity for a doctor of such an incredibly distinguished career? Is it? How would you feel? 150? 200 people? And that's your face on that big screen, getting fucked by your boss for all to laugh at. So, before some of you, write YouTube comments, oh, that nigger, he was butthurt, and oh, that nigger, he mad. I want to ask you, how would you feel if this situation was you? I know me. I'd be enraged. I don't think I would have handled it as delicately as he handled this whole situation. I think I'd be ready to shoot a bitch. I'd be ready to cut a hole. But that's just me. You feel me? That's just me. That's just how I get down. But this doctor, of course, he's a little bit more polished than I am. Basically, he went through the whole chain of command. He went to his boss, and his boss's boss, I assume, even went to the board of UCLA, and they all told him, basically, what's your point? Then finally, after about a year, they then told him, look, shut the fuck up, or you're going to lose or you're going to lose out. Stop rocking the boat. Grow the fuck up. Get some backbone. All right. Get some backbone and grow the fuck up. Suck it up. All right. So basically, because I'm going to put it to you this way. Because we all seem to get butthurt after, all of us, concerning races and different demographics. We all live on this earth, and we've all had traumatic situations happen to us from time to time, and have happened to our population or racial group of people. So next time a Jew basically says to me, such and such about the Holocaust, so I'm basically supposed to tell him or her, shut the fuck up. Get some backbone. Suck it up. Okay. Is that appropriate? Okay. Basically, when a white person basically comes and tells me about some situation that basically happened in their lives or concerning their demographic, oh, I know, Columbine, where all those white kids got shot. Oh, how sad. So a mother or father basically comes and tells me, oh, what a horrible situation. Shut the fuck up. Suck it up. Or even an African American comes and tells me about the civil rights movement and all of this and all of that, and how the struggle, and mind you, I was part of that struggle a long time ago. I'm going to tell that brother or sister, shut the fuck up. Suck it up. Get a backbone. Or when a Vietnamese comes to me and starts telling me about the killing fields in Vietnam, and how he lost his and her family, and how his whole family was killed, I'm supposed to tell him, shut the fuck up. Suck it up. I know in these situations, killing is a little bit more drastic than discrimination. But the reason why I use them, because when you're in situations like that, and I've been in situations like that, it doesn't kill your body, but it does kill a little bit of your soul. A little bit of you disappears and never returns. I've been in discriminating situations like that, and I can guarantee you this one thing: I was never the same ever again. In fact, I'm in New York City right now as a designer. Excuse me. And as a designer, there's certain jobs that I know not to apply to, that I have applied to. And even though I was clearly much more talented than my colleagues, I was told pleasantly, subconsciously, subliminally, politely, shut the fuck up. Suck it up. You're not getting this job, darky. Am I to be shocked? No, of course not. Can't be shocked at something like that. That's just human nature. That's just how humans are. As noble as we can be as a creation, we are quite capable of some of the most horrible depravity, much more horrible and much more horrible, much more devastating beyond any devil that we can create within our imaginations. We are hell. We are every single demon that we believe spiritually in. Look how we treat our people. Look how we treat ourselves. So, I made this video basically because I really want, I was reading some of the comments that was under the video, and I'm like, and I'm pretty sure these were made by white males and Hispanic males. Some were Asian as well. And my thing is, how would they feel if something like that happened to them? How would they feel if the shoe was on the other foot? And that's something we don't do in this day and age. We don't know how to empathize. We don't know how to say, you know what, I'm not going to do that because I wouldn't like that shit done to me. That's kind of disgusting. I wouldn't want that shit done to me, so I'm not going to do that to him or her. You know, fuck what you heard. I mean, I don't like him or her. I think niggers, Polacks, kikes, whatever. I'm not going to do it to him because I wouldn't want it done to me. And I'm just leave it like that. You can be a racist, but be an empathetic racist. I guess that's kind of contradicting, because being a racist, you would never be empathetic, because being a racist means that you have no empathy. So forget that. But black people, I say all that to say, we are responsible for this. The reason why? We've become very comfortable. Very comfortable. Back 45, 50, 60 years ago, they would have had, the NAACP would have had a march of 3,000 in front of UCLA right now. Every black man, woman, and child would have been behind this doctor's back saying they did what to you? Not on our watch, they won't. This man has to basically sign an online petition of something that just 45, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, it would have been national news. At least black folks' news. We've become complacent. And that complacency is basically reverting all the newfound freedoms that we've gotten in these many years, is turning back to the hands of time. Because at the end of the day, human beings, if not made to, don't give a fuck. They don't care. That's just how humans are. It's horrible. It's disgusting. But it is what it is. Human beings are not made to have empathy unless you make them. Unless it's a vested interest. So black folks and all nationalities that are minorities, step up your game. Get your big foot out and put your foot on that neck like we used to. Because until then, these white folks are not going to give a damn. None of them. Mexican, Hispanic, Chinese, if you're not a part of that group, even if you are part of that group, they're still not going to give a fuck. We're not made to, unless you make us. Very sad situation. This had to be a very blunt video because I'm actually kind of disgusted. It never surprises me, the depravity of man in this day and age. I mean, these young white kids, they've become quite comfortable with their racism. And what shocks me is that they don't see it as racism. Little white boy or teenager, just because you like Lil Wayne and you'd want him to be your very best friend, doesn't give you the right to call another black person a nigger. It doesn't. Just because you think Nicki Minaj is the next best thing to slice white bread, doesn't give you the right to roll your neck and discriminate against another black person. That doesn't make you cool. It makes you a fucking idiot. And it makes you seem absolutely asinine and completely contradicting of everything within your nature. At least common sense wise. That's all I have to say. All of you have a very beautiful day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.